it's just arrived. All the way from over the water. Anyway, we'll get this thing unpacked so we can have a quick look. It's a hive lifter that I've seen advertised on one of the Facebook pages. I'll add a link to the video at the end, so if you're interested in getting one after review, then it's entirely up to yourself. Well, that's the plastic off. Seems to be well enough packed, cardboard. On the website it does say will become in wooden crate. So, but we will check out the videos to see as we're unpacking it if there is any damage. But it doesn't look as if it's been damaged in any way, so anyway, on to the unpacking of the cardboard. Okay, the cardboard's just opened. As you can see, it's well packed inside. I was a bit worried about the handles being damaged, but there's no visible damage on the handles. There's even a hive ratchet strap included that wasn't in the listing, so it's very nice. Right, we'll move on to the next part. Nice big chunky wheels that I ordered this time. I'm saying this time. But these ones are supposed to be a lot better. So we'll tell by time, but it looks good so far. Okay, removed all the plastic. And these are the tyres that I chose to take. Don't know what they'll be like or what pressure should be in them, but I'm sure we'll soon find out. Right, move them to the side. Right, it comes pre-made, more or less all assembled for you. The only thing I'm noticing is that it looks as if I have to put together is this part here, which slots into here and to here. These two parts here on either side for holding the wheels on, and these can be adjusted to a different angle. This, I'll maybe suggest to him that he maybe cuts that off, because that could possibly take somebody's eye out if they're not careful. The forks look to be on here. As you can see, they come off and go into here, I believe, when not being used. And obviously this is the back side of the hive lift. And there's the clamping mechanism there. But yeah, looks extremely good so far. Right, let's get the rest of it unwrapped. So yeah, the only part that you have to put together is attach this part here. There are the two forks, if you so desire to use them as forks in that sense, as in a forklift. That's for the bolt going through if you want to secure it, and a wee weld there as a stop. Now these would go in this way, obviously because you have a bolt, as you can see there, if you want to secure them. This one's here, I think you can use it as if you're using it as a rest to stop the hive lifter falling over. When not in use, you just, oops, we'll try that again. When not in use, you're supposed to be able to slide them down there, but that is a very, very tight fit. Yeah, too tight for me. I'll probably have to sand some of that off. But that's basically where I'll be using mine, basically on the forks all the time with the clamping, because all my hives have individual their own wee pallets. Right, we'll move on. Okay, I've now fitted temporarily until I adjust it and tighten it up. The bracket that slides on the 4 guides, so you can adjust the height for the angle that it will be sitting at. At the end of each of these, then you have I think it looks like a hard piece of rubber for the wheel to go against, a washer, and then split pin. When you're fitting, although it doesn't come in instructions, you would take the split pin out, take the washer off, slide on the wheel, then put on the washer, then the split pin after that to finish that part. Right, what I'll do is I'm going to just put on the wheels now, I think, and then we'll adjust this to the height that I want it, or the angle I want it to be at, and then we'll carry on from there. But yes, it looks a nice piece of kit so far. It does feel a bit heavy, but that's because I've got a bad back anyway. That's why reason one I've got one of these. Decided to get one. Also the fact that I'm leaning over all the time. I probably should have been at the workshop making this up, but it's a lot easier just for me to do it here because the weather today is not the best. And I've too many other jobs to be doing out round about the house once I get this done. But yeah, right, okay, we'll get on and get the wheels on and then get leveled up. But when you're placing this on, obviously when it comes, you've got a flat bar on either side and then one at an angle. Obviously this hasn't come with any instructions to build it because there's not really much building. There's basically putting on this bar, attaching the wheels, adding the forks, cutting the tie wrap off. Basically I think that's it. Not too bad. Wheels on. That wasn't too hard. As I said, there's a bit of play either side. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, unaware yet. But that's it bolted on. Starting to take shape now. So let's get her stood up and unwrapped and see what else we have to do to get her to sit. I would imagine that where I've got these placed at the moment, they're far too high up. Looking at the angle that's going to have to come back to sit down. So I'll have a quick look at his website and see where roughly he's got his set. Okay, back to you in a minute. Standing up on her own 2 feet. I have found that it is better if the brackets are fitted to near the bottom, like so, and then the next one up, like so. Right, we'll get these all tightened up now. Well, there she is in all her glory. Made up. I'm not sure how easy this is going to be to try and wind this up and video it at the same time. But obviously there's no weight on it just now. have noticed is stop here for when it does come to rest. Also, it's on a pivot. The handle's fixed. And you also have a stop here and a stop here. I believe that these are for you stopping at different heights. But yeah, I mean it's a nice bit of kit. It's been well put together, taped up. Yeah, all the important parts. Even comes with a badge, serial number. Now the clamping, I'm quite sure that a few of you that have these will know how these work. Push this down, this handle down, and it causes this one to move in and out. Now you can adjust the width that you want, the rubber, and then on the opposing side you can't move it unless you squeeze this in, which locks it, and then it will slide out and lock. And again, to close it, you just push the lever in and then that locks it again. But yeah, lovely bit of kit. Obviously we're not having the weather at the moment that I can get out and try it. We don't want to be moving hives at this time of the year, but could easily practice with some cement blocks, I'm sure, and a couple of hives. See how we get on with it. But there you go, that's the Apiary lifter from I apologise if the guy's not from Poland, but somewhere around about there. But we'll get it sorted out. Where he actually comes from, as I said, I'll put a link in the description. But there's the forks lying over there on the ground. Yeah, an excellent bit of kit as far as I can see, well made. If I was going to say anything about it at all, I would probably say there's a spring down at the bottom. I would possibly, this one here, I would like to see maybe a spare of that spring there. Either that or coat it. That's one thing that eventually will get wet, rust, and the last thing you want is for that to snap when you're out in the field if you don't have a spare one. But yeah, it feels good, looks well made. So, well anyway, we'll try it out and test it as soon as we can, and we'll report back there. But at the moment, that's about as much as I can tell you about it. Anyway, thanks for having a look, and I'll leave a description of where you can get it, and you could maybe order one yourself. Thanks for looking. Bye bye.